Hello, 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 and hello. Welcome to MAGA, our music, anime, gaming, analyst channel. I am JDubb, and I am joined by
MVP,
Aaron.
NV Payton.
That's what's up.
I don't know. They're fun to do, and I bark sometimes, but we'll get to that later.
Excellent, excellent.
I get that from DMX, by the way. I give him full responsibility for that.
Is X the first to bark on rap in record?
I don't think Snoop Dogg barked.
I don't think it was Snoop, but did Ja Rule ever bark?
I think DMX was before Ja Rule.
No, I believe.
I thought DMX put on Ja Rule.
No, because they had beef.
Like,
they had beef for a minute. Maybe it was towards the end.
All right, well,
we'll figure that out.
That's
later.
besides the fact. If you know the answer, comment below.
There you go. But yes. Once again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is MAGA, where we discuss music, anime, and games, and analyze them, as well as play games. And for today, we are MVP has got some news for me in the music genre. So,
This just in. Okay, hold up. I think I jumped the gun. Go ahead, JDubb. Introduce what's happening.
Yeah,
this just in. Go ahead.
The prankster. Yes, and in today's music news, we are discussing everybody's favorite topic, Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Okay, can I go?
Yes, you can. Sir.
This just in. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there in the streets. And when I mean out there in the streets, I mean social networking places, online, YouTube. Okay. So, I'm on YouTube.
The digital streets. I got you. The digital
streets.
Yeah.
Right. Which is kind of the streets now. Because, that's where everything happens, goes down. You know what I'm saying? Word to mouth, gossip, facts. BBC News. But anyway,
from an earlier conversation.
Yeah, y'all wasn't part of that conversation. But so apparently there is leaked audio of the security guard explaining what happened that night.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
So that would be the fourth person in the vehicle, right? Or was he the third?
Correct.
No, he's the fourth.
The one that we have not heard. Well, I haven't heard anything from him.
I haven't even seen him in the video.
Exactly. A mystery, right? So this is I feel like this is the strongest word used of the past few months, but allegedly, this is the guy. But it's just an audio, so take that with a grain of salt, because I don't even know if that's his voice. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know what his voice is. But there was an audio played of a guy describing what happened, and it sounded like he knew what he was talking about. So basically, he was in the car, of course, and Meg and Tory started arguing. And then Tory and her best friend started arguing. The argument stems from the fact that Tory was messing with both girls.
Revelation. Okay.
So peep this. So he was messing with the first girl, which is the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
But then COVID happened, and she had to leave wherever they were hanging out at. Basically, she was in town, I guess, and she was staying there for a while. And COVID happened, and she went back home or wherever the hell she came from, right? So in the midst of that, Tory started messing with Meg. Neither chicks knew that they were messing with Tory, apparently. I don't know how. So then, after what happened at the house with Kylie and them, it all came to light somehow. And so, Meg was arguing with Tory, got out the car, which matches up with some information we heard before, and Tory and the best friend started arguing, and the way he said it, best friend grabbed the gun. And Tory was wrestling with the girl for the gun. And the gun accidentally went off through a window.
Okay,
From
so
within the car. Hold on, hear me out.
you gotta give us links or something like that, because these are bombshells that you're dropping. We don't want to be irresponsible in our information, so you gotta give us some links or something, because now...
Well, I'll just say this, because I don't know if we got time for that, but it came from DJ Academics.
Okay.
So... Exactly. So anyway,
that source is
credible.
Yeah. Credible and discredible too. Like, he's definitely a clout chaser, so he could be just putting fuel to the flame just to get his own rep up.
Well, he said the same thing. Like, he does. This is allegedly. He doesn't know if this is accurate.
Right. I got you.
Audio. But the guy sounded believable. Sounded like you know we talk about. So anyway, he said, yeah, the gun went off accidentally, and the reason why she wasn't like shot in her actual foot is because the bullet hit the ground and
ricochet and whatnot,
and all that other stuff.
Okay,
and that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. I heard that I don't know, a few hours ago. So
now
I don't know how accurate it is.
Do you believe it?
I would rather believe that it was an accident than he just pulled out and just started shooting and then his aim was trash. But it's so many things to unpack because one, I've been hearing about him messing with this girl, and that took 2 months to surface. Meg and the girl unfollowed each other on Instagram.
Okay.
Which apparently is a big thing in the streets.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people who's get all in my flufferals. Yeah, I know that's the word I just made up. I'm getting all my flufferals about somebody not following me and liking me or whatever on social media, but it is a thing.
It's a real thing.
It's caused relationship breakups from what I understand. So it's a thing.
The old MVP was like, yo, I don't bang with this person. You know what I'm gonna do to show them how much I don't bang with them? I'm gonna hit a button and it's gonna unfollow them. Ooh, burn, right?
And thus began the beginning of cancel culture.
Cancel culture. Yeah. So that's the story. I don't know if we should believe it, if this guy is accurate.
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't believe Jack. I don't believe it. I believe if that was the case, then there would be gunpowder residue, powder burns on people's hands. Police could easily run a light over your hand and figure out who had the gun and who fired the gun. So I'm not.
But don't forget, the police were under the impression that there was no gunshot.
At the beginning, but
but you can't scan someone's powder. They still don't think that, to be honest with you. That's why he's not charged. So they never had the opportunity to scan for powder. So what else? They
recovered a pistol from the scene of the crime. They called the ambulance and the EMTs arrived. So the EMTs would have told the police after, because we saw the video of the police getting them out the car, and at that point the police didn't know what the heck was going on. They was treating Meg the Stallion as she was the criminal at that point, telling her to get down on the ground. So not excusing police in their duties, they just didn't have all the information. But I'm assuming now, this is assuming that once the paramedics arrived, or at least when she got to the hospital, somebody told the police at some point, hey, these are gunshot wounds that's in her feet.
Nope. The EMT said these are not gunshot wounds. These look like, yes, the hospital people who are professionals said they believe the wounds are reflected of something sharp or cutting of something of some sort cut her, not that she got shot.
Okay. And because she was quiet at the beginning, maybe the police didn't know.
Yeah, she said she got glass in her foot.
Okay. All right, so
everybody's under the impression. So that would even mess up the investigation, because at the time, if everybody thinks it's glass in a cut, they're not going to do the same type of investigating they would have done if they knew from the jump it was a gun shot wound. Okay. So that kind of messes up the whole first part of the investigation. And then Meg didn't come out and say anything until 2 months later. And then Tory came out and said what he said 2 months later. So now this is stuff that's just been sitting, and if I had residue on my hand, that been gone.
Yeah, it's been gone. Yeah. So I would concede that maybe the that the police part of the investigation it wouldn't support, Meg's story. I still am going to err on the side of believing the black woman Meg over the security guard that is being paid by Tory Lanez, because that is Tory Lanez security guard, and unfortunately, as we've seen, R. Kelly had people around him helping him do and get away with shiesty ish. I just not going to trust the security guard as a reliable witness, and especially at this late in the game. Like, if he was a good Samaritan, a do-right citizen, and wanted to clear the air, then why he waits after Tory drops the song, after, Meg is the one who's getting the sympathy? Go ahead, please.
I think you're missing something important. Leaked audio.
Who was he talking to at the time then?
Maybe the police. You don't know. I don't know. But it's leaked audio, so it wasn't like I did this and I put it out myself. Someone took it from me. I wasn't talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So how do you believe? How do you not believe someone? And that's what they said. They said if someone, like the law or something, they were like, "Yo, if someone says something before they think they're about to die, you can use that in court because it's like
deathbed confessions.
That's believable, right? Like that's believable that they would say that because in their mind they thought they were going to die. So why would they lie? And they can use that in court. So to tie this to the dude, if he doesn't know that this recording is going to get out to the public, and he says these things, is it true?
I don't believe it. But I am hitting these digital streets right now.
Okay.
Walking down Google Lane, and looks like the
Google
first.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Looks like the first source that's popping up is Tory Lanez ex-Bodyguard speaks about Megan Thee Stallion, but this is from the source from September 15th. So
September 15th?
Yeah. Now, maybe if I go down a little bit further, I don't know why it would be lower.
What did the source say though?
I didn't figure that since it wasn't. It seems like all of these are from the 15th and 13th. So I was thinking maybe. Yeah,
maybe this news is old.
Yeah, so let's just go straight to thesource.com.
That's a bold statement. Straight to thesource.com.
Yes, you know what? The magazine may not be popping like it used to be back in the day, but that name is legendary. It works. All right, from thesource.com, Tory Lanez.
What'd you say?
Tory Lanez, ex-Bodyguard, speaks out about Megan Thee Stallion. This is from September 15th, 2020. Shout-outs to Shabe Allah. Okay, Shabe Allah. In an exclusive interview with journalist Landon Buford, former Tory Lanez bodyguard, I'm not going to try and say that name, so whoever, Forever Umbrella? Zaire Forever Umbrella is his name? Oh my God. Once I broke that down and didn't see it as one giant word, now I'm insulted by that. That's just ridiculous. Zaire Forever Umbrella speaks on what he knows. I cannot.
That's not real.
I am not going to take anything this man says seriously. He's not a credible witness anymore.
Forever Umbrella? What does that even mean?
Speaks on what he knows about Lane's character before delving into the shooting incident with Houston Raptress. Raptress?
Ooh, Raptress. I've never heard that one.
Yeah, that almost seems a little sexist. She's a female rapper, or she's a Houston rapper, Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know if Raptress is. Well, whatever. We're not going to insult Shia B. Allah's journalistic.
I'm glad you're handling that name.
Yeah.
I want no parts of that name.
Not going to mess with they brought us this article so they can write it how they want to. The Raptress is the title they wanted to use. That's their artistic style. More power to them. In an almost 4 hour-long interview, Zaire gave a detailed, and if I'm mispronouncing that name, I apologize. I didn't meet you. You never pronounced it to me. Gave a detailed backstory of his relationship with Toronto-born rapper, saying Tory never reacted like how the media is portraying him to act. I never seen him do that. I never seen him do anything physical to a woman. I never seen that. Now, a N-word, which I have no problem saying, yes. What?
Yeah, so now oh, that's typo. Now a no. Now a nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, nigga,
I
yes.
never seen that. Now a nigga? Yes.
Okay.
I have never seen Tory scream at a female,
Oh,
even
he
when
never seen him do anything physical to a woman. He's never
right,
seen
right.
that. But he has seen him do shit to a nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
So is he talking about Dax? Pinning that. But yeah.
Ooh.
Now, nigga, yes. Thank you for help clearing that up. I've never seen Tory scream at a female even when he got into it with his personal partner. I've never seen him get mad or violent. Got into it with his personal partner. Choice phrase.
Choice of words is like
Yeah.
crazy.
And another thing is, this may be alleged. It is alleged because I'm alleging it right now. I've read articles, well, maybe not articles. Maybe they were just posts on social media saying that he has a history of spousal abuse with, not spousal, but domestic violence with his former female girlfriends in the industry. I'm not exactly how accurate that is, but that has been something that's been floating around these digital streets. So, and maybe
So basically, what is this guy talking about?
exactly, maybe the bodyguard just as because he's talking about he's never seen these things. That doesn't mean
That's fine.
this person
Yeah.
hasn't done these things. That just means he hasn't done them in front of you.
I'd never seen the inside of a bank, but I know his money in there.
Exactly. Great analogy, sir.
That was off the top.
Yeah. Bars.
Thank you.
As reported, Meg Thee Stallion suffered gunshot wounds to her feet after Lane'z allegedly shot her. Oh, after a heated argument following a night of partying with Kylie Jenner and Lane'z back in July. Lane'z has been charged with carrying a concealed weapon, but no charges have been filed in the shooting. So they did at least know that he had a. Wait a minute,
Oh,
what?
that didn't have been the article.
What?
No,
I am
who
not
is
about
this?
to click on this video and watch a freaking almost hour-long video. Anyway, so if what the bodyguard saying is true, but I can't believe anybody who's changed their last name to Forever Umbrella. I don't know, was he Rihanna's bodyguard at some time and he just felt that that song was about him? I don't get it. But I can't trust his word just because of his name. Sorry.
Yeah, and then the source that might even be his real name based off that article. I don't know about the source. It didn't source me any information that I was looking for. So
Yeah, that was a complete bust on their part. But the name of their magazine and website is legendary. They're reported not so much. I mean, Raptress, really, article lady, article person. I'm assuming it was a lady.
But let's move on to the music video.
All
Because
right,
that other topic is just like it's in the air. I don't know. It's just a digital street word on the streets, word on the digital streets. So I don't know.
yes, yeah. As far as music is coming from Meg. Meg premiered on Saturday Night Live this weekend for their, I believe it was their beginning of the 46th episode. I mean, 46th season. Is I think they've been. I would have to double check, but it was a milestone. Chris Rock was hosting. Jim Carrey played Joe Biden. It was hilarious cold open, and Meg Thee Stallion was very profound in her video at the end of. I mean, not her video of her first performance. She had set the background to gunshots and played excerpts from Malcolm X's speech saying that detailing how the black woman is the most disrespected person, human on earth, and followed it up with Tamika Mallory's speech about the district attorney in the Breonna Taylor case and how he failed to give charges and how he's no different than the Sambos from back in the day. So it was very profound. However, for me, it's a mixed message. I can't get over the fact that she had just performed Savage and twerked in a body cat suit, like white and black. It was she's amazing, but for the most part, my eyes were transfixed and staring at one of the backup dancers and how thick she was and how her curves looked. So I want to respect and protect black women, but then I'm visually getting signals to objectify him. So I'm wondering, was like, I have no problem with women expressing their sexuality and being independent in their sexual freedom and liberation. They want to dress how they want to dress. They want to sing and rap about what they want to sing about. More power to them. It's just that I wouldn't take financial advice from somebody dressed like Ronald McDonald or Bozo the Clown. I'm not exactly how sure I feel about taking, political and racial injustice message from somebody who is dressed like somebody who works at a strip club. I mean, quite frankly, a lot of Meg Thee Stallion's music can be played at strip clubs, and her attire can be worn at strip clubs or as the performers, not as the people going to see it. So there's a reason why the Black Panthers dressed like they did. There's a reason why Janet Jackson's Black Rhythm Nation and Black Cat, she wore certain militaristic uniforms. The reason why Beyonce in her Super Bowl performance, everybody was saying it was a tribute to the Black Panthers because of the outfits that they were wearing. So when I see Meg Thee Stallion in the black and white cat suit, bodysuit or whatnot, and she's twerking, dropping it low, doing what she does excellently, and she's got 4 female backup dancers who are dressed just like her and with red wigs on and just as thick, and they twerking just as hard, showing even more thick, soft booty meat, basically.
How do you put all that together, huh?
Yeah,
it's booty meat. Okay.
It's kind of hard to be like, yeah, we need to stop this oppression and vote this guy out of office and take to the streets. And I'm like, yeah, I can't take to the streets because I got a hard dick right now. Like you made my walk in a little bit. I can't march with this right now. So I'm just that's that was some of the conflicting emotions and thoughts I had while watching the video. Well,
let me ask you a question.
Please do.
If Barney was in the fucking purple dinosaur, do you think kids would have listened to him?
No.
Exactly.
But you know what? They did listen to Mr. Rogers, but they also listened to Big Bird and whatnot, and Bird and Early and all of them. So yeah, right. It is. Appearances matter. Is that the point that you were trying to make? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Like she's appealing to the masses that like to look at that. And while you're here, hey, be aware.
I don't know if the two connect. I'm not sure if the two connect. I'm not sure if that are the target audience that she brings in with the twerking is the same target audience that will be out there marching. It's like the difference between... Maybe they'll be
marching and twerking at the same time.
For me, it's the difference between... No, well, you know what? Some do. And shout out to the Caribbean folks. Y'all definitely know how to do both. I've seen...
Marchings. Hey, actually, yeah.
They call it Carnival, basically.
Right, they started that. So, yeah.
But, yeah, and for me, it felt like Trina's audience with Sister Soulja's, like, message. And those two worlds don't combine. Or maybe they do. Like, technically, I have listened to both people's music, but I haven't been in the same mind frame when I'm listening to Trina or Lil' Kim or Cardi B or Nicki than I am when I'm listening to Sister Soulja or No Name or listening to a Tamika Mallory speech or something like that. It's just different vibes. Like sometimes I listen to a Nas to get woke or whatnot, or a Common, and other times I listen to DMX just to get hype and just to get rowdy. It's the different audience is the same audience, different mind states, and I think that shift, that gear shift from watch me twerk and rap about how wet it is and how fat the ass is and how I leave you sprung, and then listen to this message about you need to be protecting the black women and honoring the black man because we don't want them to be hashtags, and we want you to to start, paying attention to who our elected officials is in the district attorney's office and the city council's office. Like those messages, they're all one is a positive message, and one is a political positive, cultural positive message. It's just that sometimes they don't blend well, especially like I said, appearances. It's just like, I hate to judge a book by its cover, but some information you could. If I see a Hustler cover, I know pretty much what's going to be inside that magazine. Like, I would be shocked if I open up a Playboy magazine. Huh?
What's inside the cover will be financial tips.
Yes. Which, technically, I was one of those people who did read the articles in Playboy, and Playboy did give financial tips inside their magazine. They would give you Wall Street tips if you were an investor. So, yeah. It's just...
I did not know that.
Yeah. Somebody didn't read the articles.
Why would I be there to read?
New subject. But
right.
side note, because this is
sidebar. Okay.
Yeah, this is something I need to bring up to the masses and all.
You have the right to look people in the face and say your truth.
People, reading is fundamental. There is a reason why women read erotic novels. This shit is good. Now, I am guilty of reading erotic stories. I actually find them more engaging than the video that you can get for free and the erotic stories you could get for free if you know where to look. I personally am a guy who reads articles. No lie. I know that was the big teenage lie when nudie magazines were the only access to pornographic material you had, because cable television used to have those high channels, and then they had the screen blurred so you couldn't watch that. Skinamax was something completely different. So I grew up in the age of magazines, and yes, there was the Hustlers, there was the Triple XLs, there was the Playboys, but the articles, the stories were amazing, and they just provide you with such an amazing vocabulary. Like the euphemisms they have for penis and vagina, the different. Some of them are extremely disrespectful. Some of them are so hilarious. I'm not going to go through them. If you want,
Mr. Longhorn came into the office.
Some of the stories to be just as corny and generic as that.
He asked me if I could sharpen his pencil.
Some of them have alien abductions. Some of them, yeah,
really,
yeah.
Back then?
Well, not back then. Cause see, I still read.
You still read.
Okay. I still read. They have a sci-fi. Section. They have a fantasy section. If you was into Game of Thrones, and even though that gave you enough pornographic material to last a lifetime, but if you wanted what they call fan fiction, and for anime whatnot, but yeah, it's like that. So don't be embarrassed if you're a reader, because women have already discovered the secret. Like there are novelists out there. Yeah, they made millions of dollars off of. Fabio was just like he got rich just from being the poster boy for those novels. He didn't even have to write a word to do any porno, but he just took pictures because women were buying those books, and his picture was on those books, and those books had words. They didn't have pictures inside of them. But that's why women, to be honest, if you want to be real, this is, once you get a certain age, you can admit this. Women are the ones that teach us, the stroke. We learn, like, they teach us how to make love to them. They teach us what feels good to them. Now, because not everything works for every woman. Not the same movement. So you learn your woman's likes and dislikes. But a lot of her likes are carried over to other women, like the kiss of behind the ear and all that, and the tweaking the nipples. Like, women like that. You find where the clitoris is, you know what to do. Women teach us these things, and they didn't learn from us. They learned from them damn novels, from reading the stories. So that's the end of my rant.
Hold on. So they teach us verbally?
Well, I mean,
by action, like
they both, honestly, because they'll let you know if a certain position just is not working, if it's not uncomfortable for them or whatnot. If Hell, perfect prime example without even have to bring in my personal life into it.
Oh,
Everybody's
you
seen,
definitely want to hear your personal life.
huh?
I said we definitely want to hear your personal life.
No,
But
we're
but,
gonna
but
go
continue, but
ahead.
continue,
We're
continue.
gonna go ahead with a universal example. Everybody's seen
Ah,
the movie Stella's Got a Groove Back.
of course, it's a classic.
There's a scene where Tay Diggs and Angela Bassett, I'm not sure how I pronounce her name correctly.
Bassett.
Bassett? Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Angela
I believe.
Bassett is having a sex scene with Ty Diggs?
Tay Diggs. You said it
Tay
right the
Diggs,
first time.
thank you.
Tay Diggs.
Tay
Yeah.
Diggs for the and it's their first time. And he tries something with some ice that don't go
Mm-hmm.
over well. Cause he didn't know. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
know how to operate an older woman's body. Basically, he did.
Ah, okay.
It was a model he wasn't familiar with. That was something that maybe worked with some young girls, but that ain't going to work with someone past a certain age. So
Mm-hmm.
she had to lead him in that aspect. So now it wasn't completely verbal, but it also wasn't non-verbal either. So hopefully
Mm-hmm.
that provides the example of what I was trying to explain. And we were discussing Meg Thee Stallion and her new video with what is it, Young Thug?
Yep.
Alrighty. So you've seen the video,
Yes, I have.
and what were your thoughts? I'll let you begin on this one.
So one, I had a really important question. Why was Young Thug there? Um.
If y'all couldn't see me, that was me. Or y'all couldn't see me, but that was me clapping because I completely agree with that point he just made. But please continue.
Like I was into it when Meg was doing her thing, but as soon as Young Thug came in, I was just like, one, their chemistry in the video was trash. Like it didn't look like Meg was really vibing with him. That definitely was probably like a what do you call it? Like a industry hookup, I guess. Like the managers put that together or something. Like it didn't seem like they were cool. Um, I don't know. It just to go from WAP to this just didn't seem right for me. And I watch music videos a lot, and I like I guess the beat and Meg's part, but I didn't care for Young Thug's part. I didn't care for their chemistry in the video at all. So I would give it a C.
All right, I'm not going to grade it because I personally have not been too impressed with a lot of the music videos that I've seen recently from
Mm,
a lot of the artists. This video, for me, it was beautiful and horrible all at the same time. I do absolutely agree with you about Young Thug. He brought nothing to it. He actually subtracted from the video. It was
Mr.
but
Edward Scissorhands.
and that's what I wanted to speak on. That was the beautiful part. You can tell that the director, the art, the
Mm-hmm.
costume design, the artwork that they worked. They're like Meg looked beautiful. Her makeup was flawless. Her outfits were visually entertaining.
Right.
Everything. But that is my problem. This so felt while I was watching this not like I don't know urban. It felt like watching Britney Spears' Toxic video.
Wow.
It felt
Okay.
very bubblegum, colorful, popish. A
Mm-hmm.
commercial built to appeal to the masses. No substance. It was. I get that it was a take on Alice in Wonderland. I get that they was doing the Edward
Yeah.
Scissorhands thing, and I think that they did it brilliantly. Like the visuals, but it just did. It did pull me in. I was like, this looks great, but it's not what I want to see for a Meg Thee Stallion video. Like, I would rather have that video been exactly what the song made it sound like to be. Atlanta strip club, Magic City video shot with smoke and red lights and all that. Like, that's what the
Mm-hmm.
song felt like to me. That's what Meg Thee Stallion's style and content is pretty much is. And the switch up of the Alice in Wonderland visuals, like I said, looked very much like he was trying to appeal to a demographic of, I want to almost say, teenage and preteens,
Mm-hmm.
really. But you got adult lyrics and adult content. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a day.
You just shot me.
Yeah, but this I don't know if you was able to read my lips right there, but yeah, we're back on our whole screen. But yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for this episode of MAGA.
MAGA, 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 MAGA. This is gonna be my thing. I'm just gonna like echo things out. MAGA, like things I feel like are important. MAGA, 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 MAGA. Okay.
We're so happy that you joined us. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, put us all on social media. Help us blow up. We can all be a community together. Don't forget to leave a comment. We'll be back with more content for you. Just pay attention to this space.